Over the last 10 years, India has emerged among the big buyers of luxury jets in the world. It's one of the fastest growing businesses with a total of 165 registered private jets. But is there a slowdown right now? For the number of private luxury jets being used for chartered services and private flying has remained constant at 165 for nearly 2 years.
There are also challenges on the taxation front. It's 2.5% charters and 18.5% for an individual, and with the additional taxes and cesses almost touches 19 or 20%. Now that's almost like 7 to 8 times that of the taxes imposed on the commercial charter airlines.
Indian aviation took wing in earnest in 2002-2003 and rose through 2005. It peaked in 2006, all along underscoring the profound shifts in the economy. But in 2008, the recession took its toll, hit harder by the government slapping an import duty of 25% on aircraft buys. After that drop for a couple of years, growth seems to have stagnated. Facing the brunt are private jet charter businessmen like Vineet Phatak of Invision Group, which has 1 aircraft in service today. When we hopped onto his plane 3 years ago, he was pretty optimistic about the growth scenario.
We've also had, about 480 or so of aircraft. About 136 private jets. And so, we're still ahead of China. China's around 110. So this is much more efficient. It's actually just what you need.
But if he was upbeat then, he's not so much now.
There are a lot of hindrances, and there are a few things that the government did in the past which have actually further, caused a slowdown. I mean, you have only a handful of players, so the growth really for us and what we see in the future is through aircraft management.
At the moment, there are only a handful of dedicated charter players. If you consider the number of aircraft owned and the variety of services they offer, these are the big players. Then there are these that have been in the industry for at least 10 years, upping their game through different business models. And there are these that are slowly emerging in the market. In 5 years' time, 400 new aircraft are expected in India's private jet business. The 4th annual Business Jet Traveller Survey mentions save time as the #1 reason for using chartered jets.
There is utility and there is luxury. The amount of time you spend when you're going from one place A to B in India, it takes a significant amount of time. But with a private plane, you walk in 10 minutes before the flight, you take off right away, you arrive there, again you're moving out within 5-10 minutes. Plus, the whole process is seamless.
Meanwhile, there are various business models at work among the chartered jet service providers. Like VISTAJET charges only for flight hours, allocating different types of aircraft as per a customer's flying pattern. Invision takes on a client's aircraft to manage and operate it. Baron Eagle offers membership ranging from 25 lakh to 2 crores, where the deposit gets consumed depending on aircraft and flying hours.
A 6-seater costs the least and a 16-seater costs the maximum.
Watching the potential of the Indian private jet market are the world's aircraft makers. At the Bangalore Air Show recently, we've seen the Dassault Falcon and the Embraer aircraft, 2 executive jets custom-made for the Indian market.
The manufacturers of these airplanes, are trying to come up with, of course, newer technology, safer technology, larger airplanes in some cases, more efficient systems.
But for companies like VISTAJET that started operations back in 2002, the wait for a pickup seems shorter. Chairman Mehernosh Kapadia says that the buzz is back from the start of this year. The G550 ultra-long-range plane that can go up to 12,500 kilometers is powered by 2 Rolls-Royce engines. It's the preferred choice of industrialists Lakshmi Mittal and Kumaramangalam Birla. For the widest cabins, you get a Challenger 604 like Gautam Singhania. Great for in-flight business, it can take 9 to 12 passengers. Flying at speeds of 850 kilometers an hour, this one is easy to get from the chartered jet companies in India. Like Taj Air's Mehernosh said, the Dassault Falcon 7X is in demand by corporates, especially for the fact that it's the first fully fly-by-wire aircraft. It can take up to 14 passengers to a distance of 11,000 kilometers at a go. Then of course there's the Global 5000. Kalanidhi Maran Sun Group, Sajjan Jindal, Rahul Bajaj, the Ambani brothers all favor this one. In fact, its Canadian maker sells several aircraft in India of its three brands: Learjet, Challenger and Global.